Saints and Aints, how you feeling, man? It's your boy LB Johnson. This is Shut Up and Talk the podcast. Check it out now. As you know, throughout the weeks, man, we'll have some real interviews, man. We already did the mayor. We got some dope folks coming up in the near future. But we'll also do things like this, man. This is where I just hop on it real quick, chop it up with y'all, man. Give you a little food for thought. Today, man, I want to talk about so let me tell you what happened, and y'all kind of figure it out. So my boy hit me up, man, and he was mad. He was pissed off, and I said, "Man, what's going on? What's the issue?" And he was mad because one of his boys, not real close, but someone he knows, he said he heard that he was dating one of his exes. I was like, okay, what's the issue? He was like, man, that's supposed to be my boy. He dated my ex. How could he do that? And he started going on and on about this. He was pissed off. He was heated. And I had to think about it. And I told him, I said, hold on, bro. I said, I know you ain't gonna like to hear this, but the reality is this, and this goes for everybody, men and women, okay? If you are currently dating someone and you have no intentions of marrying that individual, the reality is this. You're probably dating somebody else's wife or husband. You heard it. I'll say it again. If you are currently dating someone that you have no intention of marrying and it's not even going that route, y'all just having some fun, kicking it, doing what you do, going with the flow, lovers and friends, friends and benefits, just know you're probably dating somebody else's wife or somebody else's husband. So what does that mean, man? The reality is this: no matter how close y'all are, no matter how y'all feeling each other, maybe you're already saying, I love you, I like you, all that good stuff, my boo-boo, my babe. Maybe you got matching outfits and y'all got stuff and all this good stuff. You celebrating Valentine's and Christmas. It don't matter. At the end of the day, more than likely, that's somebody else's wife or somebody else's husband. Here's the reality in life, man. Look, if you live to be at least as old as I am, 44 years old, okay, you dated a few people along the way, that's almost guaranteed, maybe more. Some of y'all more than others, Do I smell a whore? But I'm not here to judge. However, the reality is this, man, all those folks you dating, where are they now? Some folks you don't talk to no more. You don't see them. Might have been 20 years, 10 years, hell, might have been 3 years, but you don't even deal with them individuals. So what's happened? Do you think they just still waiting for you? They still thinking about you? They still dwelling on you? No. More than likely, man, they've moved on. They decided, hey, I want to do something else with my life. That dude or that chick moved on, so now I want to move on. And that's what they're supposed to do, y'all. You cannot get mad when folks move on, especially if you're not the one that make them say, I do, okay? Look, I can definitely say this a lot easier today than I could have maybe 10 years ago or even 15 years ago. I'm not going to lie, man. I got exes. I've been hurt, I done went there where I thought they were the one and she was the one and she was going to love me and that was going to be the last woman I'm ever going to be with and she's going to be my wifey. Hell, probably even called her. Let's be honest, I did. I called her wifey, had her in the phone. It's my boo and all that craziness. But the reality was it didn't work out. Either she got crazy or I wasn't done healing. I had some trauma from back in the day that I couldn't fix, with her. So she had to deal with all that. And before it was all said and done, we had to move on. Either I realized we wasn't right for each other, or she realized, or she found out about all the other girls I was talking to and was like, I got to leave this dude alone. This ain't the one for me. That's the key word, y'all. You got to understand you might not be the one for her, okay? Or for him for that matter, okay? So ladies and gents, instead of y'all getting heated when you hear about your exes moving on, understand that the reality is, more than likely, you're not going to be the last person they date. And if you have no intentions of truly being with them, the other reality is they're going to find their husband or their wife eventually. So here's the reality. Tonight, when you lay in bed, especially if you live with your girl or your dude, okay? Look him in his eyes. Look her in her eyes. And ask yourself, is this really my wifey? Because if it's not, the reality is you sleep with somebody else's husband or somebody else's wife. It is what it is, man. We got to understand it. Look, as adults, all right, as human beings, the reality is we're going to date. We look for comfort in others, okay? Whether that's love because maybe we didn't have it growing up, or whether it's just because, hey, we've reached that time in our life, everything else is set in stone, but I don't have no one to share it with, so now I want to find that one. The reality is this: if you're just dating to date, having a good time, lovers and friends, y'all humping around, doing what y'all do, no strings attached, you're dating, you're humping around with somebody else's wife or somebody else's husband. And the reality is eventually they're going to find their husband. They're going to find their wife. And when they do, they're going to forget all about you. No matter how great you were, no matter how much you bought out, no matter how much you did for him or her, she gonna fall deep in love. He gonna fall deep in love with the one that's meant for him or her. That's the reality. If you believe in destiny and fate, man, look, let's be honest. We go through a lot of stuff in life, man. We go through a lot of chapters, okay? I've been engaged twice in my life, okay? No, actually, I've been engaged 3 times now in my life. 2 times, never married, never walked down the aisle. Hell, we didn't even get close. But for the first time in my life, I'm engaged, I'm in love, I'm happy, and I'm getting married in April. Yeah, today March. So yeah, I'm getting married next month. That's my wife. That's the one for me. All right. The reality, folks, what y'all got to do, I keep saying the reality, I hate that. What y'all got to do is find the one for you, all right, and let the rest be. But ladies and gents, if your mental ain't right, if your spiritual ain't right, if you're still dealing with childhood trauma, if you still got a lot of issues, you're not ready for no man or no woman. So no matter who you date, no matter how great they are, they're not going to be the one for you because you're not ready. You truly want to settle down and find the ones for you, first you got to fix you. First, you got to do the work. Make sure it's right. Exactly, baby. 3 times a charm. You already know what it is, man. Check it out. God knew me, all right? Look, I'm going down the hour one and one only. But first, you got to do some work, okay? Ladies and gents, you got to focus on yourself. You got to make sure you're ready in a place so when God sends the one for you, you're ready to receive them. Because if not, no matter how cool, how great, no matter how much money, no matter how good they love you down, no matter how they treat you, it's not going to work. It's not going to last. Not because it's not God's will, because you're not ready. Now, when you're ready and it's time, then it'll happen. You know, they say if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's meant to be. I know, fellas, that's hard for us, especially me. I'll be honest, man. The way I was raised is once mine's, always mine's, man. That's how my brothers raised me, okay? So that's how we lived our life. We dated a chick once. Hey, anytime I wanted to kick it with her again, I can. But that's stupid thinking, man. First of all, I wasn't trying to marry none of them women, none of those girls. I wasn't ready. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the mental. I still had childhood trauma. I was still trying to figure out me. Definitely wasn't financially ready to take care of nobody. Now I'm in a different place. Now I know I'm ready to not only I love myself first, but now I can love somebody else. I can help build somebody else. We can build each other. And that's all I'm focused on, man. And that's what you got to be focused on, okay? Ladies and gents, stop sleeping with somebody else's husband and wife, all right? And for y'all, if y'all just joining, I'm not saying literally. I'm saying if you have no intention of marrying that woman or that man, you're literally sleeping with somebody else's husband or somebody else's wife. And you need to let them go and let them find the one that's actually for them. So you can find the one that's actually for you. But first, you got to get your mind right, get your heart right, get your spirit right, heal all that childhood and that trauma from back in the day from all them exes, ladies and gents, all them dudes that hurt you, all them women and fellas that got you out there being a player because you don't trust no woman and got to always have a backup plan because these hoes are shady. I get it. I understand. But y'all need to heal all that or you'll never be ready for the one God has for you. But when you get to the position and the place where you're actually ready, where you're actually healed, where you're actually ready to make a difference, where you're ready to actually pour into somebody else's life, God will send the one for you. The Bible says, if a man that finds a wife finds a good thing, y'all. I looked for my good thing for a long time, and I got my thing. If y'all want y'all good thing, y'all need to, first of all, fix you, get right, make sure you're ready to rock. And then start looking for your good thing, men. Ladies, stop looking. Stop looking. I'll say it again. Ladies, stop looking. It's not your job to find a husband. Your husband's supposed to find you. It's your job to get ready and prepared for that husband. So when he comes, you're in a spiritual, mental, and physical space where you can receive him. All right? Stop looking, ladies. I hear y'all got all them lists and all them checkoffs and y'all on all these different dating sites and you're going all these different programs hoping to find your man. The problem is you're looking and you're not supposed to be, okay? Let your man find you. The one that's meant for you will find you in God's timing. But right now, what's happening, especially ladies say, I can't find a good man for nothing. You know why? Because you're not ready for a good man. God is not going to send that man until you're ready. Or, fellas, same thing. You're not going to find your good thing until you're ready to take care of your good thing. And I'm talking about spiritual, physically, and mentally, not just financially. Fellas, it's not just about having all the money and balling out. It's about being able to take care of her heart, her soul. Love her through the hard times when she get on your nerves, when it's that time of the month and she tripping and you want to lock her in a room. Fellas, can you love her through all that? All right. If she got childhood trauma, if her family's a wreck, can you handle a woman with all that baggage? No, you can't by yourself, but with God, all things are possible. Period, point blank. All right. I believe it. Come talk to me. I do weddings for $7.99. It comes with Alizé and a copy of the marriage license. Hey, shout out to my pastor, Pastor Johnson. Hey, a bottle of Alizé, man, back in the day, that was it. But anyways, I digress. Last, before I get up out of here, y'all, just don't forget, man. Fellas, a man to find a wife, find a good thing. Ladies, make sure you're in a position so he can find you if you're his good thing. Everybody else, every individual person that you are dating, male or female, if you have no intent of marrying them, you are just wasting your time, their time, and you're literally dating somebody else's husband or somebody else's wife. Hey, I can only lead you to water. I can't make you drink it. It's your boy, LB Johnson. I holla.